We're starting off by cleaning Geraldine's face with a wipe from Simple. I'm just using MAC's Charged Water Skin Hydrate Mist to hydrate Geraldine's face. I'm filling out Geraldine's eyebrows now. Now I'm filling them out with some brow shadow. I normally use the MUA Brow Kit or some eyeshadow from one of the Sleek palettes, obviously a natural colour. Now I'm basing her eyelids with NYX's eyeshadow base. That is just to make sure that the eyeshadow doesn't crease and for the eyeshadow actually to have something to stick onto. Now I'm starting off Geraldine's eyeshadow with a green pigmented shimmery kind of colour actually, in her inner tear duct coming into the middle of her eyelid. Now we're going in with a darker green from my 120 palette. That's going to be based strictly in the middle of her eyelid. I'm just packing that on so that it can stand out from the shimmery green. See, now I'm going back with that same shimmery green that was in her inner tear duct, and I'm using that for the outer half or outer quarter of her eyelid. For her highlighter, I'm using a champagne-y type colour. Now for her transition colour, I've used a shimmery type nudie brown, which is basically just being swept back and forth. Since we wanted a more sharp finish, I've taken off the sellotape that I've used to create that sharp angle, and I'm just wiping off any excess eyeshadow. Now I'm just using that same matte green that I used in the middle of her eyelid to create a line underneath her waterline with that matte green. Now I'm just lining her eyes with the Gosh Eye gel. I like to use a gel liner instead of a liquid liner because I have more control on top of it. If I need to smudge it out a little bit, I can do so. And that's what I'm using here for Geraldine, just to smudge it out just a little bit. Now her eyes are done and we have applied her falsies. I am now putting on her foundation for her. It may come up a bit lighter due to lighting, but yeah, that is her correct colour. I'm using the Guerlain foundation. It's actually been discontinued, but fortunately for me, I have some left. At the bottom of Geraldine's eyes are a little bit darker than the rest of her face, so I'm just using some concealer just to make sure it's blended out correctly. Now I'm blending out the foundation all around her face, just to blend it into her brows, blend it into the concealer we used around her brows, and blending it all down to her neck, all around her face. Now I'm lining her lip. As you know, the look is called Drama, and we're going for a black lip, black shimmery type lip. So I'm just lining her lip. It doesn't really need to be correct as it's going to still be pushed into the lipstick itself that I'll be using. So it's just to get an outline of her lip. Now we're just blending in the lipstick with the liner, and as you can see, it's a dark metallic type lipstick that we have going on for her there. It's coming off a bit shimmery, but in true light it does have some sort of matte-ish finish. Contouring her face with the Sleek Face Contour Palette. Since it's a dramatic look, I want her contour to be very heavy and very predominant so you can see it. Just contouring her face so that there's more definition and depth in the face, as I say, the editorial type look. Now I'm using some nude blush from BH Cosmetics. This is basically to highlight underneath her eyes and to highlight the contour as well that I've used, so you can see that there is a difference going on there.